you calling me a racist?
Oh my god, it is episode 102
102.
of the Keep On Trucking podcast. Keep on trucking. Yeah. No. Oh, wow, dude. It's episode 102, and we have here notoriously one of the worst episodes I've ever had. Jack Barth, everybody. Holy shit, it's Jack Barth.
What's up, Jack?
Hello. Well, it's good to be back. Time to redeem myself.
Dude, the first time I ever had Jack on, it was when I was in the podcast alone. I was doing the solo pod, and I was like, "You want to be on?" And he was like, "Yeah, dude." So I took all my fucking equipment all the way to his house. I get there, and he's like, "What were you doing?"
I had work. I had a job, this thing called a job, which Frankie didn't have, and I had to do work. So I had to finish up some work while Frankie came over, and then he sat there annoyed.
I took a nap. Dude, I took a nap, and then he was like, "All right, I'm done with work," and I was like, "Nice." And he was like, "I gotta do laundry now," and then we fucking.
Okay, I just had to get my laundry from across the street and then pick it up. It took like maybe 7 minutes.
I like how you guys are having a disagreement, but you're being polite enough to pass the mic.
Yeah,
let the other guy get his point
This
in.
is how society should work.
So what's the real story? Who fucked it up?
Jack, dude. Well, because I came prepared with questions and with energy and with everything. I drank a little cup of coffee before I got there, and I got there and he was like, "I'm working," and then Rick was like, "I gotta do laundry," and then he left.
What a piece of shit.
Yeah, I'm such a piece of
He
shit.
has to work.
Anyway,
he had to do laundry.
Halfway through this episode, I have to do laundry.
Guess. What'd you do after that? Take a shower and brush your teeth?
Yeah, I had to do adult things.
God.
What the hell? Yeah, fuck me for having to pay rent.
Well, I didn't know about that, but welcome back.
Oh, thanks. Yeah.
A lot's changed since you were last on the pod.
Yeah, I can tell. It's
Now.
just as warm and friendly as before.
yeah. Now we immediately confront people for not being good guests 2 years ago.
What happened? Yeah. So long ago.
Yeah, well, welcome. How you doing?
You know, I'm good.
I have a different mic today. I feel like more of the commissioner of the pod.
You do. That's a commissioner mic right there.
This is sort of like the leader mic. It's a little heavier.
Yeah.
You need a little bit more weight to hold it.
It's because he's been gaining weight.
Yeah. The mic keeps growing with you.
That's how Frankie tried to tell me that I was gaining weight.
You're going to need a bigger mic next week.
I was thinking in a conversation whenever I can. Next week he's gonna have a megaphone.
Yeah. Well, Jack, I understand you're a teacher.
I am a teacher.
How's that?
It's good.
You teach in Bed-Stuy?
In Bed-Stuy, yes.
And that's, for the viewers that aren't familiar with New York City, that's a bit of an urban community, no?
Oh, it's called urban. Dude, the first time I ever saw a thing called Black People Urban was like on the car radio when you put like hip hop, it'll say urban music, and it's like a picture with a black lady with a fedora and the two white girls. They're all hip hop out.
Yeah. She's got a trumpet.
Urban radio. So yeah, I work at Urban Radio School.
Why do you teach those kids?
I teach them math.
Okay. Yeah.
We do algebra.
Dude,
Cool.
this guy's a whiz, dude.
Yeah.
Jack he's a math whiz.
Pretty smart guy, if I remember correctly.
But are you good at teaching it as you are as learning it? As that?
From that time you solved the equation.
Right.
When you were a janitor.
When I was a janitor. Yeah. In that movie that I was in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you like them apples?
I feel like I'm getting better at teaching. I was definitely bad like 3 months ago, but I'm getting a lot better.
Speak on that experience if you would. If there's something interesting that you'd care to share, because I'd imagine that it's a pretty daunting task, and you've talked to me some about it, but it's got to be a little intimidating teaching middle school kids.
Yeah. Well, it's tough coming halfway through the year, and then you just walk in, and they're like, who the fuck is this random white guy trying to tell us stuff?
Right.
And then you have to like get them under control to where like get them to respect you enough to actually pay attention. Because I feel like getting them, once you have their attention, that's the easy part. But getting them to listen to you is the hard part.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Oh, I found him.
I thought you were getting out your wallet. You're going to give me money to pay me for this episode. Pay me for my time.
Did they give you respect like right off the bat, the children?
Not at all.
What happened? What happened when you first came on the scene?
They just kind of look at you. They're like, "What?" Which honestly kind of makes sense.
You didn't say anything.
Yeah,
you
I
just
didn't
walked in.
Yeah, I didn't even have to say anything. Which, looking back on it, kind of makes sense because you're just like this strange adult.
Did you say, "My name's Mr. Barth," and someone said, "Mr. Fart"?
No, that didn't happen.
Oh,
They're way more creative than that.
Yeah, they're way better than that. Yeah, they would roast the shit out of you. Dude.
What did they say?
So I go by Mr.
They
B.
would roast me.
They
For
would
what?
roast
The
you.
hair and my weight?
Exactly, yeah. But both of those
My
things
subtle-
and more.
My subtle weight gain, my insecurity.
Yeah,
My
you'd learn about a few things about yourself.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I go by Mr. B because I was like, I'll be Mr. Barth or Mr. B. But like half the kids didn't like want to pronounce the H. They kept saying Mr. Bart, so I was like,
Mr. Bart.
yeah, so let's just do Mr. Well, there's one kid who calls me Mr. Barnes, and I just haven't corrected him.
Yeah.
It's been like 4 months.
Yeah.
And I was like, Mr. Barnes is fine.
That's probably where he thinks you grew up.
Yeah, a barn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're white.
Barn, right, because I'm white. Multiple barns.
Yeah.
What grade is this that you teach?
8th grade.
Do any of them want to learn?
Some of them, yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's some kids where you can tell like their parents really care, and honestly, that's like the biggest difference on if the kid wants to learn or not.
Mhm.
So if the parents are like more involved in their life, then the kid is usually down to learn. But I mean, math, like most kids don't really like math, so it's hard to get them into that.
How do you get them into it?
You kind of just tell them to do it. There's. That's a good
Cool. I know.
I use the director behind the scenes.
Are you coming through?
Yeah.
You're going to get me in big trouble.
No. I found an extra microphone.
Oh, all right.
Just laying around.
Hopefully it doesn't listen
Does
to
it
this.
work?
Yeah.
Nice.
Dude, have you ever found yourself like after hours thinking like, how do I teach these kids?
Yeah, basically. That's like my whole like first 2 months was just like, how do I reach them? You know, how do I get them to like me?
Yeah.
And now I'm at the point where I
Did
think,
you ever come in like with your cap backwards? Like, all right, kid. Like,
all right, kids, we're being cool. You know?
all right, cuz.
No, I never went that far.
That's how urban people talk.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I watched a bunch of movies, a bunch of TV shows.
Were you like, all right, no more nonsense? And then like they started roasting you and then you started roasting them back?
I have roasted them back a couple times. I think that gets you some respect. It's like, it doesn't even have to be good roasts, honestly.
Yeah.
Like
what happened?
It just has to be fast.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There was one time when a kid was like, she said, she just like wasn't listening to me. I like asked her to do this problem. She didn't want to do it. And then when my back was turned, she was like, why does his voice sound echoey? Which is such a weird, I don't even know. Like, why does your voice sound like there's a smaller version of it in the corner of the room? That's basically, and all I said was I could say the same thing about you, because that's all I could think about. And they were like, and all I said basically was, yeah, you too. That's basically all I said.
Wow, it's almost like you guys were both in a large room, equal distances away from each other.
Exactly. Yes.
Also, to be clear,
voice
Jack
were
is
equally
also a
amplified.
stand-up comic. He's not just a teacher.
Yeah.
Of course.
And this is what the comeback he came up with.
Well, I wrote that beforehand. I wrote them.
You had to check your
I wrote
notes?
them. I had to check my notes. I was like, hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you too.
Are you a little worried about talking about it?
A little bit, yeah. The only reason I'm not too worried is because...
I don't give a fuck about that job.
Well, no. I like the job. Yeah, fuck no. I don't think I'll be at the same school next school year.
Well,
and I'm going to be... Like, my contract's only till, like, for another month, like a month and a half.
They're gonna switch you schools, or they're gonna...
Well, I think I'm going to become more of just, like, an actual sub. Because right now I'm doing, like, kind of real teaching stuff. But I think next school year I'm just going to do, like, actual sub stuff.
And they'll just throw you wherever.
Yeah.
You'll go to all kinds of schools.
Yeah, exactly.
That sounds harder. Because there, every day is a hard reset.
Yeah.
At least with this, you're building some rapport with the kids, and they're growing to know you and like you, probably.
Yeah.
That sounds tough.
The thing, what I can kind of do, what I'm going to try to do, I want to work like 3 days a week at a school, because 5 days a week and doing stand-up is pretty exhausting. Yeah. So I want to do 3 days a week. So maybe I could consistently go to the same school 3 days a week, but
yeah, that'd be cool.
We'll see.
Are there any more stories you're willing to share? I know I don't want you to, and of course, like everything you've told me, you like everything you've told me off pod has been like, you enjoy the job, it's very respectful. You don't get off and you're like these fucking kids or anything like that. But you have had some funny stories, about like, and we can cut anything too if you want to just cut it. But there was like one where like. One of the kids was like, "Nah, teacher retarded" or something like that.
Oh, Yeah. So, well, it's just like they get any little mistake that you get, and I love all the kids.
Yeah.
But yeah, any little mistake.
Not like, no, let's not go down that route.
Not like that. All right.
No. We know.
Any little mistake they kind of just latch onto to try to get some sort of authority or power.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was like, we were doing this worksheet, and I told him to like, we're doing this problem, and then I slowly realized that like the answer I was gonna tell them wasn't one of the multiple choice answers. So so I was like, hey guys, we're gonna skip the rest of this problem and come back to it. Because I realized if I sat down with it for 5 minutes, I'd be able to figure it out, but I wasn't gonna figure it out in the moment. Yeah. And then so I was like, all right, we're gonna skip it. And then one of the kids was like confused. She was like, wait, she like turned to this kid next to her and she was like, wait, why are we skipping this one? And the guy went, oh, because the teacher's mad retarded.
And you said you were just like, you were writing something on the board and you were like
pressing it so hard into the whiteboard.
Yeah. The ink is like dripping down off the marker.
Yeah.
Well, did you pretend like you didn't hear her, or you just...
Yeah, dude, there's so many things I could respond to that you have to kind of selectively choose.
Oh, wow.
What to listen to, yeah.
It's, I mean, as a, because 8th grade kids, that's like 13, 14-year-olds.
Yeah.
That's like the worst age to be, like, in the same room with. Like, I see fucking 13-year-olds on the sidewalk. I cross the street.
Yeah,
you're like you're like locked in a room with them.
Yeah. And I have to like hang out with them. The tough part is like if you have a bad experience one day, you have to go to bed that night being like, I can't fucking believe I'm gonna see them tomorrow morning.
Right.
I have to get along with them tomorrow.
If you bombed and then had to go up for the same audience.
Yeah, over and over and over again.
So would you be willing to share like one of those?
Yeah, this happened last week.
Okay.
Actually, I don't know if I'm allowed to say that.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I know what you're gonna say. Yeah, don't say it's a very specific incident, that one.
Yeah.
No.
I'm not gonna say that one.
Okay. Maybe an easier one.
Yeah.
A broader one.
Tell me after though.
I will tell you after.
I
feel like if you just get in like an argument with a kid or something, and then like they just still don't respect you. Like, okay, this is another incident. Not an incident, but it's just a thing that happened. It was like me basically to this one kid, because he was just kind of being like he was just kind of being distracting to his friends and stuff like that, not wanting to do work, and kind of like the highest thing I can like threaten in terms of discipline is like you're gonna call the home,
right? Like
you're gonna call their parents.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, hey, like I could call your mom, like do we have to do that today? And then he was like, well, you don't even know her number. And I was like, well, actually, I have like all the parents' numbers in my laptop.
He was like, what?
Yeah. I was like, oh, I can just look it up. And he was like, no. And he was like, oh, and then what are you going to call her with? And I was like, my phone. Like, he was like tripped up on the laptop phone like difference.
Yeah. You should have sent that kid back to like basic math.
Yeah. And then I was like, I'll just call her on my phone. And then he was like, no, but you just said you were going to call on the laptop. And I was like, why are you so confused about this?
You said that?
No, I didn't say that. But I was like, my biggest thing that I'm just starting to get a hang of is like, because I smile a lot, you know, and I want to be silly all the time. But you have to like do like a straight face.
Yeah.
Where you're like pretending like you're not like enjoying what's happening. You know what I mean? You have to be serious. I know.
Yeah.
So I'm bad at all that. So I was like, I couldn't quite do. I was trying. It's worse when you're trying to be serious and like my voice like stuttered or like I got like a little voice crack. Oh. And then just him and his 3 friends started laughing, and I was like, I had to like just stand there and just like basically be like, look at him like, can you do your work, please? Like I didn't know what to do.
So you conceded that one.
Yeah, I basically conceded that
You're
one.
like a parent.
Now,
you for real? Yeah, you are a parent.
Are any of the kids as big as you?
Dude, they're all probably bigger.
Yeah, I'm taller than I think all of them. No, there's this one kid who's taller, I think. But there's a couple who are like near my height, and they definitely bring it up when I try to discipline them.
Really?
How do you try to discipline them? Oh my god.
Well, just
about
like, hey, can we do some work? And then they're like, you know, I'm as tall as you. And I'm like, oh, fuck.
Dude, there was this video of this like teacher, and this happened like maybe like less than a month ago. He like squared up with a kid that was like being racist towards him. And there's like a video of them just like going toe to toe, and it's like a pretty even match.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And then they're like, the teacher was 27 years old, and I was like, me being this at 28, I'm like, I get that. I get fighting a fucking
how old was the
15-year-old.
kid? 15?
15, 16.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's crazy.
That's a bodily, that's a man, but mentally, that's a child.
Oh,
Yeah,
bodily,
like I
it's
mean,
a
like in the
man.
1600s, like that guy would have been out hunting already.
Yeah.
With, like, with the adults.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
fast forward a couple of thousand
I mean, that
years.
could be a fair fight for sure.
It was a fair fight.
Yeah.
The teacher barely won.
Yeah.
That's what terrifies me about. I think teaching high school would be even crazier, honestly. I think 8th grade is like, I kind of like 8th grade. Like, it's not, like sometimes the kids are disrespectful, but like none of the kids at my school are like, I think some of them like smoke weed, but they don't like do it in school, you know?
Mhm.
And then, but like high school in the city, that's where like people get into like gang shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like in 8th grade, at least at my school, they haven't really done that.
I had a sub in 9th grade one year because my coach was the baseball. Oh, watch the mics. My coach or my teacher was the baseball coach.
Mhm.
So it's come spring, he checked out. He was like, I'm baseball now.
Mhm.
He got a girl that was probably about 22, 23 to come in. And you're 24, right? Or 25?
25.
You're 25. Did you start when you're 24? I mean, you're probably the youngest teacher there.
Yeah, I'm the youngest teacher
Yeah,
there.
and you're
basically.
not full time, but like
Yeah.
anyway. So
That mic, you gotta hold it really close to your.
okay, you can't hear me?
Yeah, I could, but it just sounds distant.
Okay. So we had a teacher come in to Phil when he left to go do baseball, and she was just, she just couldn't get the respect. She was getting flustered. She totally was in her head about everything, and it was just getting worse, and the kids could see the frustration, and then it was like blood in the water. And this was also like not an honors class. It was like
She was on her period.
it was a pretty rowdy class.
Blood in the water.
And I remember one day she was passing back our tests, and it was kind of like calm, unusually calm. And I was like, oh man, maybe she's like finally getting over the hump. And she just cuts the silence by going, why don't you guys respect me? And everyone was like,
That's crazy.
It was like, damn,
Dude,
Why would she say that?
I don't know.
Dude, my 6th grade teacher, it was her first year teaching. And one of my best friends at the time, Giovanni, he fucking made her cry often.
Mhm.
And he thought it was hilarious. And you gotta feel bad for her. But
Yeah.
like she was like 23 probably.
Yeah.
Around 12. Dude, did I ever tell you about my teacher, Mr. Fung, in high school?
Mr. Fung?
Fung. He was a short Chinese fella. And he taught us English, or English, I guess. English. And he and so
Is that why you can't speak it?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
And then that was like my last year to learn it. And he really dropped the ball. Dude, that fool was
Is
like,
that why you want to be Chinese?
no. That fool was like, all right, at the end of the year, if you guys are this is in the beginning of the year. If you guys are a good class, I'll show you guys that I can do a backflip. And we were all like,
He said that?
Yeah.
The teacher?
yeah, we're like, whoa. And we ended up being like the worst. Cause we were the 6th period, the last period, so we were all tired and all. Like everybody in that class was just a troublemaker. It was the funnest class of all time. The last day of school comes. He goes, "You guys know what? You guys have been one of my worst classes I've ever had in my fucking 8 years of teaching. I'm not gonna show you guys my backflip." And my friend from the back goes, "Yeah, we don't give a fuck."
Damn. God, is that? Did he start crying? What did he do?
He just walked his short little legs back to his desk.
Oh my
But
God.
it's funny because I saw him do it like during lunch for his other class,
Yeah.
and it was very anticlimactic. Like
It wasn't cool.
He did it, and everyone was kind of like, "Oh."
I was like, cool, man.
It- 'cause,
Why
like,
are you trying to impress us?
well, also because he made it like everybody go. go outside because he did it in the grass. So it was like he made everybody like leave the classroom, go like to like the grass everywhere. It was safe, and he was like, "All right, guys, 1, 2, 3, backflip." And then people were like, "Oh, claps." What's up?
I was just worried about the mics. You hear it?
Oh, was there fucking?
It's like.
Here, put it on.
Hello.
Oh, jeez. Jack, why was there always?
All right, tell the story of the Chinese fella again.
The Chinese gentleman. Can you hear us?
Yeah,
Does it sound right?
Yeah. There's like a little bit of.
Is it because the AC is on?
No, I think it's just because they might be a little close together. Oh, maybe we should spread out.
Is it because I'm too funny?
Spread them.
Yeah, I'll just be over here.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, get over there.
Yeah.
Jack.
Yeah,
We used to be best friends, huh?
I know.
And then I
moved away
Dude, me and Jack
to another state.
When he first moved to the city, we were like the closest friends of all time. It was me, you, and Alex.
Yeah,
We were
tight.
We were inseparable.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and then you moved to fucking east to New York, dude.
Mm-hmm.
It's maybe I shouldn't say that, but you moved far away, and I never saw you again, dude. It's been one of my greatest regrets
I know. Well, I feel like
In
you
my
also
life.
got busy
that you
because you got famous.
that. Well, I mean, but we just. What the fuck is that gonna do with anything? I'm still like around. It's not
Yeah,
like, it's like, I
don't
didn't
know.
disappear.
You're doing stuff. I feel like.
Yeah, dude. It broke my heart. I don't see you for like months, and then I see you and we like talk, and I'm like, oh, I forgot we were close.
Yeah, we're like best friends.
We're like really close. Remember that one time we were leaving Revision Lounge? We were drunk,
Yeah.
and then you started stalking a guy.
Yeah. Started going like this behind a guy.
Yeah. So me and Jack are walking down Avenue A or Avenue B. I don't know.
No, we were walking on 14th.
Oh, 14th. Yeah.
Coming
Remember
from
that time
Avenue
we all
B.
fought on 14?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, hold up. Yeah, we'll get to that. So we're like walking on that street, and then like we're both pretty drunk, and like some kid like walks like past us, and then fucking Jack puts his hands up really high and starts like, how would you even describe that for the audio listeners?
I think we both did
He
it.
starts like, no, it was just you.
was just
I couldn't believe you were doing that because you're such a well put together fella.
Yeah, we were walking side by side, and there's a guy who's right in front of us, and then I started going like,
He like lifted up his arms.
yeah, I
And he
remember.
spread his legs, started walking like a crab moving forward.
Well, you know that show with Tyler the Creator, Loiter Squad?
Yeah.
He does that in one of the episodes where he goes up behind this like, random guy and just goes like this, like right behind him. And then the guy turned around and he's like, oh. He's like, oh, don't be doing that.
He goes, don't do that.
Don't do that. Don't be doing that.
And then we stopped, and then like the guy's like, it was like comically how far away he was. He kept looking like, don't do that.
Yeah.
No, like, he was like a half a block away.
Oh,
Like,
that's
whoa.
what happened with
we're,
you.
We're still near him. Yeah. That was both of us were there. We're still walking in the same direction as this guy.
Yeah.
Just kind of close enough to just still hear each other. And then it's just me and Frankie. You're like going back and forth being like, don't be doing that. Don't be doing that.
Isn't it funny? Like, you were doing that, and then 2 years later, you're disciplining children.
Yeah, I know. What a crazy turn of events.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to bring it back to Jack teaching, which I think is kind of cool.
Full circle.
But anyway, talk about your friendship some more.
No, that's it.
Well, maybe I'll be moving to Astoria next year. So
Really? That's where I'm looking for an apartment.
yeah, exactly.
Do you have a realtor yet?
Alex is talking to someone.
Oh, what about the time that Jack told you that he loves you?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that's probably one of Jack's. I mean, I'm sorry, dude. One of probably regrets doing that. No, I mean, but you know me.
I don't regret anything.
One time, Luke told me good night, and I fucking freaked me out, dude.
Right.
He was like, good night, man.
Yeah, because you're so
And I was like, oh.
Yeah,
scared.
but then we slept in the same bed.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we had slept in the same bed so many times.
Yeah.
And then I was just like,
Frankie's like,
man.
oh, these guys are gay.
Yeah.
All right. And then he tucks himself under the same covers as us.
Yeah. He's like, you mind if I take my shirt off when I sleep next to you?
Don't tell me good night. Tell me see you later.
See you
As we
later.
fall asleep next to each other.
Yeah, in our underwear.
Yeah, that is funny. When I first moved here, I slept in all of you guys' beds.
Yeah. You even slept on my bed. Remember when I had to get rid of my mattress before I went on my trip? And it was just the wooden boards We were sleeping on just wooden boards. And I woke up because I had to wake up and get rid of my mattress. I threw my mattress down the stairs, and then you were like, whatever. And then you just went to bed on the wooden. Then I went back to sleep on the wooden boards.
We were hung up. We drank a lot when we first met, dude.
I know.
It was like our whole thing.
Yeah.
It was fun. Dude, I drank with Diego this past weekend, and we were just reminiscing. And I did like none of us hang out anymore, but it was like a cool combination of like we all met that winter, and then we just got fucked up damn near every day.
You know what
together.
I think? I think when we break in comedy, and we're actually making our living on it, we'll drink again.
I think so.
Because then we won't have to be like, I have to focus up, save all the money,
right?
And like we're working other jobs, and then like doing all this comedy for free, not making any money off of it.
I agree.
Anyway, that's my plan,
dude.
That's my plan as well.
I drank with Diego this past weekend, and it was fucking fun. Like it made me miss you guys, or just not you guys. Like I'm drinking with Diego. I'm like, fuck you, I miss Jack. No, but we're drinking, and we just couldn't stop talking about back in the day.
Yeah, I mean, it's fun to even just be out and be like doing stuff, you know, just going to a bar and being around other people is nice.
It's a great drinking town.
It is a good drinking
town. It's like the reason this town is such a good drinking town is because there's just a web of transportation to carry you home as you slosh down the stairwell. Dude, one time I because I used to always go 14th and 1st. That would be my stop. Get out, go to what Whiskey Cellar, what did it used to be called?
Cellar 77.
Cellar 77. And then we would get drunk at the Heckle Mic, and then we would go to Blue and Gold and get super fucked up. And then I remember one time I came back into 14th and 1st, and I was so drunk. There were 3 rats, and I chased them into the subway tunnel.
Like you hopped on the tracks?
No, they were on the side, but I was like, "Come here, I'm gonna get you!" Like right
you were
after
by yourself?
Yeah, I was all by myself.
No way.
Yeah,
just you and the rats,
dude. One night I got kicked out of Blue and Gold because I was vaping.
Oh.
I got kicked out. The guy came up to me and he was like, "Hand it over," and I was like, "What?" I didn't know. He was like, well, "You got to hang it over." I was like, "No, I don't. I didn't know. Like, I just won't do it." And he was like, "Well, now you got to go." And I was like, "Okay, I'll give it to you." And he was like, "No, you got to go." He kicked me out.
Hand it over? What is a fucking school? Dude?
Yeah, you're not allowed to have that.
Yeah, I know. I was regular Jack Barth over here.
Yeah. What the hell?
Anyway.
If you do that in my classroom, all right, I will take it.
Have you caught anyone vaping?
No.
Okay.
But I know some of them do.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, of course. Anyway, so I go to McDonald's, and I was like really pissed. You know when you just get mistreated and you're out
and you're kind of drunk
and you're drunk,
it makes it even worse.
And you're like, I'm gonna do something bad or like something like that.
You start plotting.
In this McDonald's.
Yeah. So I went to McDonald's and I ran into a girl that I went to college with that I had been with.
Hooked up with?
Yeah.
Sexually.
And
as opposed to economically. I hooked up with this girl financially the other day. We started a joint bank account.
She got me hooked on phonics.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're buying a house.
Anyway, so it was kind of awkward, and I was like, "Oh, what are we gonna?" And then this guy got tackled over the McDonald's counter, and then
oh my god,
he stood up and he goes, "Where's my fucking chicken sandwich?" He goes, I'll smoke it. He goes,
smoke the meats here.
He goes, and he's wearing like all Gucci and like Supreme, like all designer. And he stands and he's like, I got $5,000 on me right now. And then he pulls out his Gucci bag and he like gestures like he's got a gun in it. And he's like, I got the Glock on me right now. He's like, I'll smoke everyone in this McDonald's right now. And then everyone's like not looking at him, and then he takes out a cigarette, lights it, and just starts smoking in the McDonald's. And I was like, how does this guy get away with, like, I just got kicked out for vaping. Yeah. This guy's threatening to shoot everyone, smoking a cigarette, no one's doing anything. Yeah. That's the difference between him and me. I guess
that's the difference between Blue and Gold McDonald's.
I guess, yeah. But also, that's the difference. It's I need to, if I want to be able to do that, I have to have $5,000 on me right now.
Or just say you have $5,000
and that Glock on me right bluffing, now. Yeah, true.
Wait, what? What does this got to do with that girl?
Oh
Yeah.
well, it
Did
was
you guys
sort of
mate?
It was sort of no, we didn't. It was sort of like the get out of like having to talk to her.
Oh.
Yeah.
Am I crazy or is this the second time that you do that? That you were like teeing up the story, like, yeah, and there's this girl there and we fucking, and it's just like a side part of the story.
Well, I mean,
I think you did that last week.
there's been a
Yeah,
lot.
and then I attended this orgy. Anyways, I went to
Yeah.
Blockbuster. And,
Look, I mean,
Blockbuster.
there's been a lot of girls. I mean, I run into them in the city all the time. Women, I'm sorry. No, I'm just kidding. That's happened like that was the only time that I ran into a girl from college. But yeah, that's a little story about how I got kicked out of a bar for vaping. If you forgot that part,
Wow.
it's not really a story about how cool I am.
Was the guy standing on top of the counter and smoking?
No, he was just standing.
Did you already got in your food at this point?
No,
You just waited around.
no. Yeah, I just waited.
Did you still get it?
Yeah, I got my food. Yeah.
That's so funny. What a fucked up time of being a McDonald's employee. The
Yeah.
guy's like, I got a fucking Glock.
Yeah.
I'll carry everybody in. And the guy's like, I gotta still make this chicken sandwich.
Yeah, for him, for
And,
this
and they
guy.
called this, and they were like 407, and it's like, that'll be me.
Yeah,
Can I
yeah.
get some ketchup on that too, please?
Yeah. Yeah, so
Get me some
How
sweet
about
and
the time
sour
that-
sauce.
How about the time that Jack said he loved me?
Yeah.
oh yeah.
So I was going on this big trip to Europe, and me and Frankie were hanging out because he helped me move some of my stuff.
This was the end of our friendship, because he had ended his lease
Mm-hmm.
at the apartment where he was fucking
Yeah.
very like available to hang out with all the time.
So the moral is that if you live somewhere that's not convenient for Frankie,
He will terminate your
you will
friendship.
terminate the friendship.
No, because Luke lives slightly inconveniently, like out of the way.
Yeah.
But-
You live like fucking 2 extra miles that way.
Yeah.
It's like an extra 40 minutes
Yeah,
to
but
get to
you
your
could
place.
live wherever.
Yeah, you live in a
What's
van.
your
Yeah.
There's no way I'm parking in your neighborhood, dude. That's insane.
It's not that bad.
It's the
fine.
worst.
it's fine.
You live in the worst neighborhood
No,
of all times.
no, there's definitely
Dude,
worse
Mike
neighborhoods.
Tyson
What's
lives in your neighborhood.
No, I
And-
live not quite.
You live like 2
there.
blocks away from where Mike
Yeah.
Tyson grew up.
You live in the type of
I am
neighborhood.
Mike Tyson.
You live in the type of neighborhood that makes people champions. That's how bad your
Exactly.
neighborhood is.
And I'm gonna become a champion. All
And then
right.
you live in the neighborhood where like people like rap about. It's,
Yeah.
it's fucked up, dude. And yeah, I'm not over there.
Yeah, south and east of me
Yeah,
is where
yeah.
people rap about.
Yeah, they rap about it, but they never come back. They're just
Right,
like,
yeah.
that's where I'm from.
That's
Dude, they rap about like leaving that area. You moved in there.
I moved in there. It's
People are like, I made it out the
rent is
hood.
nice.
I made it in there.
This is funny.
Every
They're like,
time-
I made it out the hood.
Yeah.
They're just in Manhattan,
Yeah.
or like 2 miles away.
Yeah. Also
I never
near
see
it.
those people again.
Every time me and a Porv make a sketch that only gets 300 views, we're like, we're getting out of the hood with this one.
Oh, plug your sketch page.
Oh, this is my Instagram. Oh, I guess sketch page is called Sketch Dogs. Sketch period dogs. My Instagram is Joke Barth. My name is Jack Barth.
Oh. Didn't you have like Jack Barth as your handle and then you fucking
It was Jack Barth Video, and then everyone thought I was just like a video editor.
Oh.
So I was like, that I don't know what I was thinking. Anyway, and then I was like, oh, me and Eric Asker were riffing
And then you had
Instagram names
Yeah.
for me, and then Joke Barth. I was like, that's fucking perfect.
Dude, all right, so how about the time Jack told me he loved me?
Oh, so yeah, I was going on a trip, and then Frankie was helping me move my stuff.
Also, we were incredibly hungover that day.
Very hungover.
And I had diarrhea the
Little
whole time.
hungover, little gay.
Little gay, little diarrhea. I ate the diarrhea. Anyway,
And he told me he loved me.
we were in Hoboken.
Wait, hold on, you're skipping over the entire where we had to carry this fucking dude Noah. Noah fucking
Snyder.
No, I know. I was trying to think of a slur for him. That rhymed with Snyder.
Noah Slurrer.
Noah piece of shitter, dude. So Jack was like, does anybody want this like drawer or whatever? It's like this like how big? It was a decently sized inconvenient drawer to carry.
Yeah, it was like annoying.
From Astor Place
to the path
to Hoboken and into Hoboken.
Yeah.
And we're like hungover. We're like carrying this shit around. I have diarrhea the whole time.
Yeah,
And
just shit coming down
The
your
whole time.
ankles.
Dude.
You were having diarrhea.
Well, I was holding it in.
It was
the whole
actually
time.
propelling him forward.
Yeah.
You know, I needed to trace back our slips.
That's
just
how
in
the
case I got
path. That's how the path train goes.
Dude, no.
That's the
So,
path train.
but not only were we carrying it there, Jack was making pit stops because he had done some shows in DC that week, and he had to go cash a check for
Not too
1,000
bad.
1,000 buckaroos. Remember
Hell
that?
yeah, I remember that.
Wow.
Then he did a show in DC and then got paid $1,000, and I was like, this guy's going
Yes,
places.
sir. And now I haven't. That's the coolest thing I've done.
And then you were like, this guy's going places. And then he went to East New York, and you were like,
Yeah, exactly.
you were
That's
like,
the place I went.
He went to East New York to
Fuck.
teach the urban
youth.
kids.
The youth.
Anyway, so
what should I have said? Black school?
Yeah,
It doesn't
that's
matter.
fine.
It's
Yeah.
not. It's not important.
So concerned about it all the time.
No, it's fine. It's just. It's a nice juxtaposition. You, guy like you,
Yeah.
teaching at a black school.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting.
That is true.
Urban school.
Yeah.
Yeah, urban.
Darker gentleman school.
Darker gentleman.
I guess all schools in New York are urban.
Yeah, that is true. It is a city.
Yeah.
Urban means a city.
One of those rural Manhattan schools.
So we're walking around carrying this shit. He's fucking cashing checks and shit. I'm like,
I'm making
over.
money.
He's making money. He's like booking his trip to Paris. Where were you going to? Like,
Europe, just all over Europe.
oh, sorry. Like that next day he was like leaving, and we're carrying this goddamn drawer. It's heavy as shit, dude. It's hot. It's like the middle of June too.
Yeah.
It was incredibly hot. We're hungover, and we're carrying it. We get on the path. We somehow get on the train, take it all the way to Noah's fucking bitcher, and we take it and we're like here, and he's like, oh, thanks, and like that. I'm like I don't know why until a year later I thought of it. I was like, this piece of wave, he wanted it. Why didn't he just come fucking get it himself? Fucking
Yeah.
nice guy Barth over here. Fucking, we had to carry this goddamn thing.
Well, it's because I was giving my laptop and like some stuff for Noah to hang on to while I was in
Oh.
Europe.
Oh.
So I was like, least I could do is bring over the
Yeah.
shelf. And then I was like, hey, Frankie, bring it over for
Also,
me.
it was it hurt my fingers.
Mm.
It was very
Yeah.
heavy.
Yeah,
so-
they still hurt.
So yeah, actually, yeah, my insurance won't cover it.
Oh man, you don't have insurance.
Not anymore. Not after the incident. After I turned 26.
Oh, okay.
And I turned 26, and they're like, "See you later, pal."
The incident. Anyway.
So we get. Oh, also that voice I do from in the vlogs and everything is like rooted from you. I've been just ripping you up.
God damn it.
Doing old timey voices.
construction.
There's construction. Anyways, so we go through this like a hellish morning together, dude. And my bank account is overdrafted. I have no money. And then fucking Jack is like, dude, you want to get like a sandwich? You help me out, whatever. I just got paid $1,000 for doing the thing that I moved to New York to do. And I was like, thanks, please, a sandwich. we go to this like Italian place in Jersey. Some of the best.
Is it the place
It was
that
really good.
Is it the place that Andrew was like, does anyone want to go to Hoboken with me to get a sandwich?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I
I
said
think
that
it was
maybe.
just some kind of like a random pizza place in Hoboken.
Yeah.
A lot of people
had
say
good
like the
sandwiches.
New York foods are better in Jersey, like the pizza. So
Well,
people say the pizza's better in
all the
Jersey.
Italian fellas
Right.
went to Jersey.
Right.
Yeah.
So he buys me this delicious little sandwich, and we're like, oh, thanks, man. We walk over to the park in Hoboken with the beautiful view of Manhattan. It's the summer day. We're under the shade, and just talking about like he's quitting his job, which is a huge step like in stand up. He's like, yeah, dude. So he like saved up this money. He's gonna go to Europe. He's gonna come back. He's not gonna have a job. He's gonna be fucking doing stand up, and we're just like sitting there eating our sandwiches. It's a beautiful day, and then he puts his hand on my knee, and he goes, "I love you, man."
Yeah, well, he said it all creepy.
That's how you said it.
No, I was like, I love you, man.
No.
Yeah,
no,
that's exactly how I
No,
said
his
it.
hand was on my knee for like at least 4 seconds, dude.
No.
He went, "I love you, man."
No.
You know,
It was like,
it ruined my
I love you,
sandwich.
man. Yeah.
And then what did I say?
And then you were like, this guy touched my knee.
This guy's like, I was hungover, my fingers hurt, I had diarrhea. And after that, I didn't enjoy my sandwich. Sounds like
Yeah.
you were already having a shit day.
No. It was turning around.
Oh, okay.
I was enjoying a sandwich, and
Because
then
of the sandwich.
And
then your friend told you he loved you.
I like you.
I like you, man.
You're trying to build up the courage.
Yeah.
I like you.
I like spending time with you.
I think you're pretty chill.
I think you're chill, man.
And
Fist bump your knee.
And then 2 weeks later, Luke goes, "Good night."
Wait, talk more about how it made you feel.
Yeah, tell me about your feelings. You had to go to therapy for it?
No, I remember I was already 26. I didn't have insurance.
But you wanted to.
No, I ranted about it on the podcast when it was a solo podcast. That's it. Well, how did it make me feel? It made me feel uncomfortable. I never had a guy touch my knee and tell me that he loved me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
My dad's never done that. My dad's never touched my knee and told me that. He tells me from 4 feet away because he knows I started swinging.
Frankie, I love you.
No.
So then did you guys ride back in silence?
Not quite.
Was it on your mind the rest of the day?
No, but it was for the rest of the sandwich.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause I remember my response was like, "This guy fucking touched my knee." And like I thought out. That's what I said out loud.
Yeah.
This guy touched my knee. I don't know. That's it.
I was like, you can't be genuine with Frankie.
Yeah.
He hates it.
He hates it so much.
No, I'm better about it now.
Nice. Try it again.
He reached for my knee.
Wow, there's a lot of sexual tension in the room now.
Yeah.
Sexual tension.
Sexual tension.
Let's just start singing for the last 20 minutes of the pod.
Speaking of stories, you really buried the lead on yours today.
Oh,
when you called us.
I know that I'm an idiot, but I'm gonna call some more people and tell them that story.
Tell the story how it should be told.
Okay, so viewers, what's your one repeat viewer's name?
Old Clutch 311.
Well, Old Clutch 311, this is for you. See,
And Josh Scott. Wait,
Josh Davis.
Josh Davis.
And Josh, is that your dad?
That's my dad.
And Josh Davis, you raised a beautiful pair of sons here.
Oh, he's buying me a shirt for when I go over.
No way.
Yeah.
He's just gonna give you one of his old ones.
Yeah, I
He's just giving you a shirt.
It's only if the Canes win.
Yeah, Luke was wearing a cool shirt, and I was like, I was like, that's a nice shirt. And then I looked at the camera, and I was like, Josh, can I have one like this one?
And then he commented, yes.
No, I don't know. He hasn't spoken to me since.
Oh, man.
Wait, so sorry. The story.
All right. So this happened maybe an hour or two ago. I was at a open mic at a comedy club named Flophouse Comedy Club. Very cool comedy club.
We'll bleep that.
Not allowed to say any brands or names of things. Is a comedy club, and I was doing this open mic, and I was sitting there waiting to go up, and it was taking forever because there's just so many people on the list, and I was like, should I go? Should I stay? I've already been here for so long. Maybe I'll leave. I was like, fuck it, I'll stay. So I was sitting there, and
Your name gets called.
my name, well, I see someone come into the room, and I didn't really recognize him. It was a darker gentleman.
Urban fella.
Oh, yeah. I was like, is that one of my students?
One of
No.
your students.
Yeah.
And then, so...
He was like, I'm taller than you.
Yeah. I'm taller than you, and I haven't done the homework.
Yeah.
So then I got called up, and then I'm on stage. I do my thing. I try out like three new bits I'm working on.
It goes well.
And it goes well. It goes pretty well. It goes okay. One of the bits goes well. I get off stage, and then that guy who I didn't recognize, like, he's like, oh, come here. And then he brings me, and then there's like a curtain into a main room, the entrance room of Flophouse. And he was like, oh, I really liked your joke when you did da-da-da. And as he's talking to me, I realize I'm looking at Hannibal Buress.
Damn.
That was a good fake
Yeah,
surprise.
We gotta hype up the audience
told
here.
you guys.
We gotta hype up the audience.
Hype up the audience.
That's show business, baby.
That's showbiz, which is crazy. Cause yeah, his like hair was different than I've like seen him before, so I didn't like really recognize him at first.
Now?
Yeah, he had like kind of dreads, and it was kind of like in front of his face, like kind of bangs, and so I think maybe he did that because he didn't want to be recognized,
So he's going through
something.
an emo phase.
Or maybe he's going through an emo phase.
Also, dude, what makes this even more exciting and more sick ass Vegas is that Jack Jack's a huge Eric Andre fan.
Love Eric
A
Andre.
huge Eric Andre fan.
And I just started getting into Hannibal Buress' stand-up, which was sick as hell,
dude.
So I really like him.
He's very good.
He's so good.
Yeah.
And then the tags he gave you were good?
Yeah, well, he was like, I think, like, you have this bit, like, I really like it. We should, like, what if you, like, went this angle and, like, give some more examples? And I was like, oh, yeah, we should. I was thinking about doing this. And he was like, oh, what about this? And then we were both like, or this. It was cool.
That's sick, dude. Yeah.
And then what did you say?
And then I said, you're Hannibal Buress.
Oh.
And then what did he say?
He was like, yeah. And then I was like, oh, nice to meet you. I'm Jack.
You'll never work in this town again, kid.
I don't think that's bad.
Yeah,
you're Hannibal Buress.
He was smiling.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then-
yeah, I am. But you didn't, you weren't like, you didn't change how you were interacting with him.
No. And then I shook his hand, and then he was like, oh, good stuff, man. And then he walked away.
Oh, dude.
He left the club or he went back inside the showroom?
I think he just, I turned around. I was like so nervous I didn't like look, but I think he just left. I think he was literally at the club for like 5 minutes.
Just to watch your set.
Just to watch my set.
Yeah.
But just to see, like, just to drop in and watch people. And I think he only watched like maybe 2 sets, and I just happened to be the second one.
Wow, dude.
Which is
that
crazy.
That is my
And then
birthday
you blew his cover.
That's what I felt. I was like, oh, fuck. I shouldn't have said that.
You spoke his name.
I
into
know.
the room.
I shouldn't have said his name, but hey, it was cool.
Well,
He had his hair over one eye.
Yeah, one eye. and he was
we're glad
like,
he's on because he's here tonight with us. Hannibal!
oh my god!
Yeah, fucking nerds. Well, Jack, I mean, I gotta say that is my birthday gift to you. I organized the whole thing. I was
Oh
like, Hannibal,
my
please go
God.
watch my. So
No
now
way.
I don't gotta get you anything for your birthday,
Well, my birthday's in November, so
dude.
I appreciate the early or late birthday present.
Dude, Jack and Alex have gotten me the best birthday gifts like the 2 years, and it sucks because I haven't gotten you anything.
What
for
did I
your
get
birthday.
you last time?
We went to Coney Island and you bought my ride for the Cyclone, which like
Oh yeah,
it's like $20.
Yeah.
I mean,
I had money then.
oh. But yeah, I guess back then I didn't have like any money. I was like, this guy's insane, dude. He's throwing money at me.
Yeah.
We got on the Cyclone and it was fun.
That was really fun. Yeah.
That was fun.
The
Yeah.
oldest coaster that's still in operation in the U.S., right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Think so.
How did it ride?
It's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it
it's
goes
yeah,
by pretty
It's like,
fast.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
you're shooting a Tommy gun the
Yeah,
whole time. Yeah. Yeah,
It's
that's
fun,
fun.
it's
Yeah,
good.
I like those old coasters.
Mhm.
But I much prefer like state of the art, like brand new steel roller coasters that glide.
Right. Well, ones that you don't feel like you're gonna die on.
Yeah, well, ones where if you die, it'll be so instantaneous that.
It's on purpose that you die.
I spilled water on my shirt.
Oh my god.
He's nervous.
We need to pause the pod. Yeah, gotta change.
Why don't you stop the conversation and point that out, Luke? It's an audio podcast. People are listening on the radio.
Oh my god.
Dude,
Just so you
Frankie
all
just
know,
spilled-
listeners, Frankie spilled water.
Spilled water on
himself.
his shirt.
dude, Luke.
And it's a black shirt, so you won't be able to see it in 2 seconds.
So
It's already-
neither audio or video will be able to tell that he spilled water on his
Thanks a
shirt.
lot. Look, he's making it up. He's shrinking my name.
But we know.
Dude, the Hannibal Buress story, that reminds me, I was telling Luke, one time I was at the Ha Ha Comedy Club back in Los Angeles when I was first started out over there. I was doing the like walk and roll joke. And then I got off stage and then this guy was like, hey man, like, I like that bit. And then he called me over. And it was Marlon Wayans Jr.
Oh, that you told me that. That's
yeah,
crazy.
and then he was like, "Oh, have you ever thought about?" And he started giving me tags. Some of the worst tags I've ever got in my life.
That's so funny.
like he would. The joke is like the punchline is like, does his shirt say walk and roll? And then he was like, dude, what if like? And he starts talking about like the food like guacamole.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I think you missed the whole point of the joke.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, have you thought about doing whiteface?
But I mean, and then he got up and murdered and then left.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, hey, he's like in movies now and shit. Too, right? He's like a
Well,
so
he's like
the
a
Wayans brothers, I didn't even know. Like, I thought it was 2 of them. I didn't know the deal. There's like 5 brothers.
Really?
Yeah.
That's the deal, baby.
And then they have children.
They all made a deal with
But
the devil.
the original brothers, they span over like 2 decades.
Whoa.
And then like the older brothers have sons that are close in age to the younger brothers. So it's like you have the OG Wayans, Damon Wayans, and Keenan Ivory Wayans. And those are like the two guys. Really, it was Keenan. Keenan was the one that like kicked down the door. He did like a car center.
He kicked it down.
He kicked it down.
Wow.
Yeah.
But if he was a white boy, he would have opened it, huh?
Yeah.
Like, why don't you fucking take a hike?
Yeah,
he kicked down with your urban
Yeah,
talk.
go take a racist hike over there.
He opened the door politely, and he no, but then but then they have brothers that are like like he was born in like 58, but then his parents had like kids late in life, so they had kids like 72, and those are the brothers that played White Chicks, but their brother. So then like, and then the first ones had sons in like the 80s, so it's like there's just Wayans like covering
Just
all the generations
everywhere.
Yeah. I watched a couple weeks ago with Alex. I watched "I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker," and that was like his first movie. It was great.
He produced
Whoa.
He directed it. He starred in it.
it. Wow.
It was great.
That's crazy.
They always get a bad rap, and I saw
They do?
the Wayans brothers. I think they do. Like I
Where?
saw White Chicks, and
White
I didn't
Chicks?
really think it was that great.
Really?
White Chicks is good.
You like
It's a
White Chicks?
classic,
Maybe
yeah.
I
I
should
like
watch it
White
again.
Chicks. Yeah.
Well, maybe
Well,
not.
I was watching it while I was
Yeah.
hooking up with this girl.
Oh. Was she a white chick?
No, she was Cambodian.
Oh, come on.
That's not one of the options.
No, but yeah, I don't know. Have you guys seen that? I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker.
No.
You gotta watch it.
Did you
It's
like
really
it?
fun. I loved it. It was great. I love a good comedy movie,
Should we watch it?
and I'm very lenient on comedy movies too.
Mm-hmm.
Are you sweating? Is it hot in here?
No.
What do you guys think
I'm
the
not
best
sweating.
comedy movie is?
Dude, the best comedy movie?
What's your favorite comedy
Oh,
movie?
dude, it's hard to say now because as a kid, one of my favorite comedy movies was The Animal with Rob Schneider.
Oh God!
The animal?
We fucking watched that piece of shit.
I've never heard of that.
It's Rob Schneider, and what happens in it? Like
I don't know. It's your favorite movie. He like they put animal DNA in him, and then he like
he wants to be like a cop, and so he's like in the academy, and then something ends up happening where he gets abducted by like a mad scientist, and he injects like animal DNA in him. So now he's just like being an animal, like he's like good at this and good at that, but then he gets animal instincts, and he's like a feral and shit. And I thought as a kid, as an 8-year-old, I was like, this is the funniest movie of my life. And I told Luke about it. We threw it up. And Luke was like, this is some hot garbage. And
Was it made for kids or like?
well, I don't know, dude. A bunch of them don't really like age well, which is why I don't want to watch Dumb and Dumber again. I don't want to watch The Mask again.
I think Dumb and Dumber holds up.
Dumb and Dumber's
I watched
great.
Dumb and Dumber this
Dumber's
year.
really good.
this
Dumb-
year.
Yeah,
Yeah, Dumb and Dumber's so good.
Yeah,
'Cause I love Jim Carrey.
that movie
Yeah.
holds up.
I'm a big Jim Carrey guy.
Ace Ventura though, have you seen that in a while?
No,
Dude, the ending is crazy.
Oh,
it's
with
just
the-
this crazy
the trans-
transphobic ending.
Well,
Oh,
at the time, you got to consider the times.
I know, but it's just insane watching
He
it
finds
now
out he like hooked up with a
guy.
with a biological male.
spoiler.
So he takes off whatever his pants, and then you can see like his bulge.
Yeah.
And then there's a row of policemen who faint because there's a lady who has a dick. They're like, "Oh my god!"
When he finds out, he burns his clothes.
Yeah.
I have seen that movie. I haven't seen it recently.
Sorry for anyone that we
That's
spoiled Ace Ventura, the 30-year-old movie.
Has your dad seen Ace Ventura?
Yeah, definitely.
All right, nice.
He loves the ending specifically.
Right. That's his favorite. He actually wrote for it.
He thinks it's very progressive.
But that one's Jim Carrey is a little slapstick, so maybe some of his stuff might not hold up. Dumb and Dumber is great though. I think for my money, best comedy movie. If you guys want to do, if we're still doing that,
No, so anyways, Jack, how is it? But yeah, dude, what is it?
Superbad.
Superbad. I was gonna say
great.
Superbad.
I think that's the
Yeah,
best.
that's when really holds up.
Superbad.
It-
Amazing.
It's just a good movie.
Mm.
It just speaks to my fucking dork,
Mm-hmm.
to my dork energy,
Mm-hmm.
to my nerd,
Yeah.
my not cool guy energy.
So good. Give me 3 more adjectives on how you're not cool.
Gay, not gay.
Yeah, because gay is cool.
Gay is cool
Fat.
now.
Remember he was fat earlier?
Oh, were you fat as a kid?
No, I was
No, earlier in the podcast.
Oh, right.
I know he's gained weight since.
Yeah.
I've gained weight sitting here.
I haven't seen you eat anything, but you've gained weight.
Yeah, because I've been eating shit on the mic.
Dude,
Since the podcast started.
Jokes a little bit to the side, dude. You've lost weight.
Yeah.
I think I'm just wearing a big shirt. I think I'm just wearing. I'm still pretty.
Oh Jesus!
Oh my God!
A real policeman faint.
Yeah, I'm
and he has a penis.
I still got the gut going. But thanks.
Oh my God!
Thanks for putting me on the spot.
Well, no, you have lost weight because you have no money.
Yep.
You don't really eat.
Mm-hmm.
So like you're forced to cook at home and eat less.
Right.
And you walk more.
Yes.
Because you don't have a car.
Because I don't have a car.
You don't have enough money for the train.
I got a ticket, hop in the turnstile.
Things by roasting him.
No,
Yeah.
no, really, I do think you lost weight. You look incredible.
You don't go out to eat because you don't have a girlfriend.
You don't drink because you have a horrible problem.
Yeah.
You don't drink because you isolated all your friends.
Yeah.
You don't do it
No one
late
wants
night
to go out
snacks
with you
anymore
anymore.
because
You have no money to buy them.
Yeah. Well, thanks, fellas.
You're welcome. Just to say that your life is going great.
Yeah.
No.
Well, you guys look great too. No, you look good.
Actually, Jack, you've been working out.
I've been working out, yeah.
Then you shouldn't be shitting on him, dude. That's mean.
Yeah.
Right? Because like I haven't been working out, so I get a shit on him. So I'm a little bit of a piece of shit myself right now. You're real
Yeah,
thick, dude.
fuck you,
Get the
Jack.
fuck out.
Yeah, why don't you leave?
You've been going to the gym.
Because I got my life together. I
Yeah.
can't shit on you guys. What the fuck?
What are you trying to get? You're trying to get ripped for these kids?
Yeah. No.
You're trying to get ready for that day where the one kid finally gets taller than
Exactly. So
you're like, but I'm stronger.
I gotta fight him. Exactly. You gotta stay stronger than these
Yeah,
kids.
that's a beautiful thing that you teach those kids, though. Honestly. Really?
Mad respect.
Really, it
It's a
is. Mad
beautiful thing.
respect,
It's a
yeah.
miracle every day.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful
No,
thing.
I just think it's I think you're the first guy that is my friend that's younger than me also that has gone to start teaching. And I think it's kind of interesting. So it's kind of cool.
It is an interesting job. I do think I kind of had to like in my head be like, I think I place stand up above teaching because for like a month or two, I was like, I really like teaching. Maybe I'll just be a teacher.
Yeah.
I like considered that, but now I think I want teaching as a backup plan.
But then
for when I
Hannibal Buress
inevitably-
came into Flophouse.
Exactly.
Boom.
And then I was like, because I think I am. That's why I'm not as worried about what I say on the pod right now, because I think I eventually stand up will interfere with teaching.
I don't think you said anything.
Yeah, I don't think I said anything.
Yeah, you just
either.
reacted to our bullshit.
Right.
Yeah.
right.
No, but let him finish.
But I think eventually, I think they will butt heads, and I think I will have to make a choice for like stand up over teaching.
Yeah.
Which is why I think I'm just going to be a sub next year instead of coming in every day.
Okay.
Dude, this is like a thing I come into a lot with odd jobs. I do like all these random odd jobs, and people or like coworkers, they'll like, you know, just like if they're like good people and shit, like they'll try to like tell you how to get ahead in whatever industry you're in, and I kind of just gotta like be like, nah, it's all right. Like, this isn't my life. And then but I don't tell them that I'm a stand up and then I have other plans and other things going on. So they just kind of like, this guy is a real loser.
That's
like this guy is not trying to move up, not even at the car wash. Like, what?
Doesn't even want to be a better washer.
Yeah, dude. I mean, did I tell you about the guy at the car wash? He was
Like
trying to make
$600 a week.
he tried to make me manager, and I was like, no. He's like, you don't want to be rich or what? I was like, what?
Be a manager at a car
Yeah, like $700 a week.
Be rich. But yeah, I ran into that same thing because like a month or two ago, there's this guy with the DOE who comes in, and then he was like, oh, you're a sub, but you come in every day? You should just be a salaried teacher. And then I seriously thought about it for like 2 weeks, but I think that'd be way too much work to do that and stand up.
Yeah.
But then like if I told him that, he'd be like, what are you, insane?
Right. Yeah, because also it's not teaching. It's not like a thing where you can just be like, yeah, whatever, fuck it. I mean, stand up. I probably stand up.
Yeah.
Because these fucking kids gotta learn.
Exactly.
So-
I already feel bad if I'm out late doing stand up one night and I show up tired the next day. Like if I like go to bed too late tonight, like I'll feel guilty almost in like a moral way tomorrow. You know what I mean? Because these kids are like depending on you to learn math.
How do I reach these kids?
How do I reach
Well,
these kids?
That's about an hour. We can get you out of here.
Yeah, I'm down for doing however long you want.
Do you ever show the movies?
No, I'm not that kind of sub. I actually have to teach them.
I'm not that kind of sub. Whoa, hey, buddy, take it easy.
Whoa, buddy. Hey, hey, buddy.
I'm not that kind of sub.
I'm not that kind of sub. I'm more of a dom teacher.
What?
I shouldn't say
He's like dumb.
a dom teacher.
Oh, dumb, like a dominatrix. For those listening back home, he just raised his eyebrows at me. Well, dude, I can't wait for you to move back to a more convenient place for us to hang out at.
Yeah, well, maybe Astoria.
Dude, yeah, move to Astoria, and that's it. And if you get an apartment before me, get me in touch with the realtor, because people do not reply.
Yeah.
To like emails and shit. So like I've been like calling them now. Well, one of them accidentally called me back.
Yeah.
And they rang twice and I hung up and I called them and they didn't answer. And I was like, you fuck.
It was an accident.
Yeah.
It's crazy when you have 4 years of no apartment history and no job.
Well, no,
they don't give you an apartment.
Well, no, I got my beautiful fiance over there moving in.
That's true.
So she's gonna have to be like the head of the lease.
She has to be like the co-signer or whatever.
Yeah, because old Jib over here wants to be a stand-up comedian, making odds amounts of money randomly.
Yeah.
Whatever.
There was dude, I was at. Have you ever been to Comedians You Should Know? That show.
No, where's that? Oh,
it's at the Gutter. David Drake runs it. He had this really funny bit where it was like his wife is always like, I don't know. All right, this is his bit. I'm not saying this is my bit. Am I allowed to do this on? I don't. Maybe I should.
Yeah, it's probably good shit. Luke does it all the time to me. But it's like a shitty thing to do.
What?
Say someone's bit
on pod?
On the pod.
On a pod if they haven't posted it, maybe.
Yeah, maybe don't do it.
Okay. Anyway,
I never put out someone's bit.
No. Like said it might be like you've done this twice, and then like, oh, Frankie has this great bit, and he just says it, and I'm like, wow. But I can't get too mad. Like 150 people listen to this.
When did I do that?
Oh, dude. Oh, you've done it, dude. You've done it.
You've fucking done it.
You have no evidence.
I don't know. We have. Yeah, I mean, if you know what, I don't have a job.
If you can remember,
I'm gonna go back and listen to all the.
If you can remember old clutch, if you can find where I did Frankie's bit,
I think we had a guest, and maybe it was Grant. I don't know what episode it was, but you were like, oh, Frankie has a great bit, and then he just, oh, you did my wind joke. That's what you did.
Oh.
You did my one from like beginning to the end. A joke that I haven't even figured out. And he's like, oh, he has this joke about the wind.
When are you gonna figure that one out?
Dude,
it's been like 3 years.
I don't think that's true.
You did it?
I don't recall.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
Well then, you know me, I hold on to grudges. So,
yeah, he does.
So it is true.
I don't know. I mean, it might be true. I don't remember doing that.
No, it's 100% true because I don't make things up and then hold on to them. And with that note, Jack.
On that note, thanks for having me on.
I'm just kidding.
What do you got coming up?
Okay. Oh, I got a weekly show in New York now.
Dude.
Yeah. You still don't want me to touch your knee. It's called Zin City. It's the world's first nicotine themed comedy show. It's at Star Bar Wednesdays at 10 p.m. Star Bar is a bar in Bushwick.
Star Street.
Near here on Star Street. We're gonna raffle off, I think, a can of Zin at the end of the show. And if the comedian wants to put a Zin in while they perform, they can. I
don't know how you guys do Zins, dude. I tried one of them and gave me the worst heartburn in my life.
Heartburn. Yeah. Usually it's like it makes your stomach upset.
No,
which is what it did for me at first.
It gave me heartburn.
We have this joke in my apartment that's like getting used to any sort of drug that's bad for you. We're like, it just takes about 4 days. Like, it's the drug version of Game of Thrones. Like, just keep trying it; it'll get better. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like Apor was like, oh, I don't know if I could do Zins, and me and Alex were like, it takes about 4 days. You'll get used to it.
Yeah, dude. Fucking Alex, like we were with him the other day. He made us like cross the street because he needed to go buy some Zins. We missed the train. The next one was like in 15 minutes. And then he popped one in, and he's like, "These don't even do anything to me anymore." I was like, "Then why do you keep buying them? You fuck."
That's how addiction works.
Such is the nature of the nicotine addiction.
Yes. Well, Luke, you got anything?
Next Wednesday, I'm at Grove for a roast.
Wow, you heard?
The 22nd, and then that weekend, the 26th, I'm doing. What's that? Where is that show that Alexis Ramirez runs?
Oh, it's at a French restaurant in Astoria.
Well, if you want to come to the show, follow me on Instagram. I'll post about it. It's LD_comedy.
Oh, that's a good show, dude.
Yeah,
it is really
show.
fun.
Yeah, I've done it.
They pack it out.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Nice.
When is it?
The 26th.
Yeah, that show's. Oh, we're gonna be shooting those series. All right. Well, Jack.
Oh, I have one more. I have a show the 30th at the Stand.
Ooh,
I'm doing Comedy Hangman.
Nice.
Yeah.
Was that Royce?
It's not. No, that's Sugar Babies. It's my friend Aldo. From,
Aldo.
Arizona. He's here now.
He is here now.
But I'm doing his show at the Stand.
And keep an eye out for Aldo, ladies and gentlemen. That guy. Mm-hmm. That guy's a young superstar.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that fool's like fucking 16 and I'm around him. I'm like, ooh. I'm like a fucking girl around him, dude. He's just a young, cool
fangirl.
Mexican guy.
Mm-hmm.
Is he Mexican?
He is.
Yeah. Yes, that's a point. Another point for us. Ding! That's about 3.
Put it on the board.
That's about 3 of us now. All right, Jack.
Thanks for having me.
I love you.
I love you. He did it. Oh my god! But he couldn't look at me while he did.
I did look away.
But we got it on camera.
All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. It's been episode 102.
102.
102. Of the Keep On Trucking Podcast.
Cheers to 102 more. Yeah. And no more than that.
Are you calling me a racist?